An Englishman's home may historically be his castle, but it is a castle he defends now, at his peril. Because today's liberal elite puts the rights of criminals above those of the law-abiding citizen. Far from defending our hearths and homes, our politically correct rulers actually threaten them as they happily release psychopaths and terrorists back into our midst. At the same time, law-abiding people whose only crime is to defend their property are made to serve out the harshest penalties along with other decent men like Jonathan Aitken and poor Jeffrey Archer. At this point in proceedings, I was going to invite Margery Hayward to update us on this month's newsletter, but as she's not yet here, it might be an appropriate moment for me as South Kent Neighbourhood Watch Coordinator to repeat my warning. They are always out there, watching us, waiting for us to drop our guard. Any neglect on our part, believe me, and they'll be ready to pounce. Neighbourhood watch vigilance has to be 24/7.
No.
Anything
Biscuit?
less and
lovely, thank you.
penetrate our defences.
These are really lovely.
Sorry, Margery, what was that?
I'm just saying to Jean, the biscuits are scrummy. I love the recipe.
Thank you, Marge. That's most kind. My mother actually gave it...
Never mind the biscuits. You're late. This month's crime update, please.
You having the biscuit?
To be honest, not much to report. It's been rather quiet round here recently. Sadly, someone has been spraying graffiti again. And we did have that rather silly prank with the traffic bollards. That apart, not a lot has happened.
Margery, the Neighbourhood Watch dictum, please. Si vis pacem para bellum. If you would have peace, be ready for war. Never. Si vis pacem para bellum. Si vis Margery, please. Si vis pacem para bellum. Si vis pacem para bellum. All right, Tyson. That's enough. Don't undersell the newsletter, Margery. We must keep people focused.
Yes, I'm sorry. I must go now. My cleaner's due any moment. I must clear up before she comes.
I thought you decided to let her go.
Hadn't the heart. She counts on the money. Anyway, she's almost part of the furniture now. Goodbye.
Bye. All right, Tyson.
Don't talk to me about traffic. Bleeding nightmare. Morning, Mrs. H.
Morning, Mrs. Gladwell.
Ploughding over again, I see. I spent a fortune on them nicotine patches, and I'm still on 20 a day. My old man don't help. He knows I'm trying to give up. He come swanning back from the pub yesterday, snowed under with cartons of them cheap bags. Mate of his gets them from France, brings them in by the van load.
Too much of that going on. Smokers should pay the proper duty.
wasn't knocked off. I won't have no truck with that. I do know what the word honesty means.
Yes, of course. Today, I'd like... What are they doing open? Why is this on the floor?
Oh, I like this one. Just while I drink my coffee, eh?
4 or 5 points. And Joan just extending
Yeah.
her lead 25
Husband,
points to Mavis.
who devil, mate?
The symbol
I'm
of
sorry,
the
Mrs.
element
H.
molybdenum,
It's all right.
if I can say that correctly.
We were blessed with 39 happy years
As a
together.
tennis player.
Unlike some of us, eh?
Mo is correct, and your letter.
E on 20 to make.
Make that a 3-letter
Tell
word.
Mr. Skirting first, please.
Scaff. What? Doesn't if you try, even if it's wrong. Joan,
Bread.
bread is correct, and a letter from you.
M on 21 to make them.
And Joan just extending her lead. The symbol of the element molybdenum, short for Maureen, as in the tennis player.
Mo.
Mo is correct, and your letter.
A in 9.
Joan just extending her lead, 25 points to Mavis's 2 and June's 5.
Oi! Mrs. H! Mrs. H! What the bleed now do you think you're doing?
Keep off me!
Ah!
Put that down! Put it down! It's water for crystal! My son gave me that.
You three little toe rags. You had it now. Oh.
Are you all right, Mrs. Gladwell? Damn, that was Graham's Christmas present. Come on, young man, get up.
He's trying it on. Give him a kick.
He's cut his head.
Oh. Oh, it's murder getting down these days.
Is he all right?
Dead to the world. It's very cold.
I can't seem to find a pulse.
He's not breathing.
You don't think he's...
Oh, my God, you've killed him.
No, he can't be. He can't be dead. I didn't mean to, I only...
I'd hefted that vase. Takes 2 hands to shift it when you're dusting.
How would you know? You never dust there. I better call the police. I feel faint. Giddy.
Me too. Mind if I have a fag?
I've got the community Bobby's number. He advises us on Neighbourhood Watch.
Wouldn't it be 999, seeing as it's
As it's what?
serious? A death. They'll want to know what happened.
You don't think they could blame me in any way for this, do you?
No, of course not. Shouldn't think so. They might have a pop at manslaughter.
Manslaughter? He broke in, attacked us. It was self-defence.
That don't seem to matter these days. You can't lift a finger.
For goodness sake. Surely one can use reasonable force to defend oneself.
Yes, but will they think whacking him over the head with a great big vase reasonable force?
I wish you wouldn't smoke in here. I need some air.
Beat me to the bell. Biscuits, 1 tin of recipe inside, as requested.
Oh, right. Yes, thank you.
Enjoy.
You don't think she saw anything?
No idea.
Oh, for goodness sake. He's lying in there dead. What shall I do? My heart's racing. Oh, dear God! Oh, they're looking at us. They must know. Quick, back in the house.
They can't know. Look funny if we go straight back inside.
Well, what do you suggest?
Make like we're going shopping or something. A drive might clear our heads.
Yes, a drive. Clear heads. Good idea. Don't you ever clean this car?
Want to go large?
What? No, nothing for me. I feel numb, empty.
Used to have had a burger.
Right. We go and tell the police what happened and we face the consequences.
We?
The only reason I struck him was because he was attacking you.
Oh, that's going to be your story, is it?
It's what happened, for goodness sake.
Well, whatever story you tell them, I'll back you up.
I do wish you wouldn't keep calling it a story.
Oh, don't worry, Mrs. H. You've got family solicitors. Troy says you can't trust the police these days.
Troy?
My husband. He says it always pays to get a decent brief. Fancy a chip?
Our solicitor's useless. Hasn't settled Eric's estate yet. Keeps muttering on about loose ends. Perhaps I should seek advice, though.
There's a good dog. Good dog, Dyson. Good dog, Dyson. Good dog, Dyson.
Oh, what a stroke of luck bumping into you. I've had an idea for the newsletter. Advising people if they were to come across, say, a burglar in their house and, purely hypothetically, of course, in defending themselves, they accidentally killed him. How would they stand, do you think?
Oh, dear. Oh, dearie me. Let's download a few home truths for you, shall we? Come.
We're in big, big trouble.
Eh?
Even if we didn't mean to kill him, we'll probably be charged with murder, like that farmer, Tony Martin.
He used a pump-action shotgun. You only hit him with a vase.
I killed him with a blow from behind. According to Gordon, it's exactly the same in law. We'll not be able to claim self-defense.
What's this we? I never touched him.
That doesn't matter. If two people are involved, the other would be charged with conspiracy. Aiding and abetting at the very least.
I bleeding well won't be.
You will. Gordon was quite categorical about it. We'll both be charged. It's going to be awful. Arrest, police interrogation. Eric not 3 months gone. I can't bear it.
It's all wrong. Thief breaks in, terrorises us, leaves us nervous wrecks, facing prison at our age. Look, the boy's dead. We can't change that.
Unfortunately, we can't.
What happens next depends on what we do. Call the police and things will never be the same again. We neither of us got any connection with this boy. We don't know him from Adam.
We haven't any choice, Mrs. Gladwell.
Haven't we?
What are you doing? Did you steal this?
Already.
Don't you think we're in enough trouble as it is?
Mrs. H, we need something what can't be traced back to you.
I'm not here to answer the dog phone, so leave a message after the tone.
It's me. I'll be late. Microwave yourself something from the freezer for your tea. The freezer is the big white thing with ice. The microwave is by the kettle.
Eric always paid the television license on time. Never had a parking ticket or a library fine.
Oh, come on, Mrs. H. Into the rug, into the car and away. Nightmare's over.
He'd know what to do. Ironic that our son's Christmas present caused this.
Yes, if we bought you a nice woolly cardie, we wouldn't be in this mess. Sorry, Mrs. H. How is Graham? You haven't mentioned him lately.
He's fine, I expect. All right, let's get on with it. Gate's bolted.
Over the fence, then. Give us a leg up. Oh!
The state of your shoes. Don't you ever clean them?
All that.
other people's life saving.
Tyson, what is it?
So if you have any information on this con man, please contact us now on the usual numbers. It seems to sometimes
Stupid hound. There's no one there. Come on.
Emergency, which service do you require?
Police.
Open it out, carry him down, lay him on it, and roll him up.
Who would have that in the house?
I wouldn't say no. Yeah.
Look!
Oh my God!
That's all from Crime Busters UK for this week. So stay alert, stay safe.
Stay safe.
Sid, up here.
There's blood on this as well. $9.99 that cost. Waste of money getting you decent clobber. Where'd you get them cuts?
Just larking about, mates. Just having a laugh, innit?
It's no larping matter, Scott.
Crazy old bags.
That's better. Morning, Mrs. H.
I hoped it was all a nightmare.
There's a good spot behind the edge if you want to spend a penny.
No, thank you. What on earth do you think you're doing?
For me diabetes.
Of course, I'd forgotten.
Barely 2 units left.
Those policemen must have found the body last night.
Sarge, can I look at this?
Here he comes, Inspector Happy Chappy. What are the known facts, Sergeant? They should put him out of pasture. Hello, sir.
What do we know, Sergeant?
Well, a bit of a mystery, sir. Last night, a neighbour reported 2 intruders. Resident not at home, no intruders on the premises. Sir? Yeah, uniform responded promptly for once. Found the back door wide open. Through here, the downstairs toilet is obviously where the intruder made his entry. Sir? this window smashed. And, might have brace yourself, sir. Upstairs here, so they found broken glass, which was a vase, and bloodstains on the carpet there and on the door frame.
Who lives here?
Mrs. Hayward, in her 60s. Husband died about 3 months ago.
Where is she?
Well, that's the concern. She wasn't around last night. Could be away visiting.
Without her handbag? Hmm? There's a handbag in the kitchen.
Oh, yeah, I had noted that, sir, yeah. Confirms my suspicion she may have been abducted.
How do you make that out?
Well, you don't go away without your handbag, do you? No, a couple of thieves broke in, she disturbs them, vase gets smashed, she's cut, they drag her off.
Why? Why take her with them? They usually want things they can sell. They wouldn't get much for a 60-year-old lady down the pub, would they? Got a neighbourhood watch sticker. Did she tell anyone she'd be away?
Well, I haven't had a chance to question the neighbours yet, sir.
Then get on with it.
Mm-hmm.
That carpet doesn't go in here.
Well, there's no account of the taste, eh? Woman's been abducted, he stands around criticising her carpets.
I should never have listened. You've made things 100 times worse. We'll go back, face the police now. I need a comb. Where's my handbag?
I haven't seen it.
Oh, Lord. My pills are in it, my compact, lipstick, everything.
You can borrow my lippy if you like.
No, that's all right. I'll wait till I get back. Can we get going, please?
I haven't got a clue where we are.
Oh, for heaven's sake, just drive to the nearest signpost.
So, she always told someone if she was going away, did she?
Absolutely, without fail. We take neighbourhood watch seriously. No use relying on the police to protect us.
So, Gordon, you saw her yesterday?
She was behaving strangely.
She seemed fine when I took over my biscuits.
Do you mind? I meant when I spoke to her later.
Would you like...
She was obsessed by fears of a break-in that could turn violent.
Interesting. Interesting. As though she may have been expecting it.
Her husband died. Left her well off. Defenseless, wealthy woman living alone. Not rocket science, is it? Hmm?
Indeed. Indeedy. This is a lovely wine.
Oh, honestly. This can't be right.
I'm starving.
And I'm dying for the loo. Oh, let's turn round.
Hold on.
I'd like to go to Milton Keynes, Gov.
An unusual desire, Sergeant.
Mrs. Hayward never went away without telling her neighbours. Her wealthy husband recently died, and she has one son in Milton Keynes. Now, my bet is he'll be getting a ransom demand.
You can't see a conclusion without jumping to it, can you?
We've obviously got a kidnapping.
No, we have evidence of a break-in and a householder whose whereabouts are uncertain. Her handbag does concern me, though.
Bet that was a relief. I ain't got much cash on me, Mrs. H. I was expecting to get paid yesterday.
My purse is in my handbag.
Well, I can't pay for the petrol.
Then go and explain our situation to the cashier.
What? We wanted for murder, and can we have a tank full of petrol on the house?
What do you think you're doing?
Doing a runner.
petrol, stealing carpets, bamboozling me into moving that poor boy's body.
You killed him, not me.
It was a tragic accident. You're criminally inclined. I bet this car isn't even taxed.
Not as it happens. Troy blew me licence money at the bookies.
Let me out this instant. I'll get the police to come and pick me up.
I'm going to have to pull over anyway. I'm feeling a bit pain.
I hope you're not play acting.
Of course I'm not. Wasn't enough insulin for me jab, and I need food.
Have one of Jean's biscuits.
Oh, I don't like homemade middle-class biscuits. I like a proper biscuit, rich tea or digestive. And I'm going to need me insulin pretty damn quick.
Oh, my God!
To reception first. Swallowed his mouth organ, you said?
Poor little lad. Graham swallowed the top off a Domestos bottle once. Awful.
All right.
Look out. It's all right. We'll deal with the police once we get home. Goodness knows how this will affect Graham. Things are strained enough as it is.
Oh?
To be perfectly frank, Mrs. Gladwell, we've had a bit of a falling out.
I thought something was amiss.
Absolutely none of your business, but things have been said and not yet...
Unsaid.
Precisely. He was obviously upset and emotional at the loss of his father. It doesn't excuse remarks he made.
Really? What sort of remarks?
Dolores Mendoza. To issue an insulin prescription, Mrs. Mendoza will need full medical details. GP you're registered with, etc.
When did you last see your mother, Mr. Hayward?
My father's funeral. 3 months ago.
So when did you last speak to her?
Then. That day.
Mm-hmm.
Excuse me. Excuse me.
What is it this time? Where? Tosser.
If you're cleaning, clean. That's what I say.
Right. So you haven't spoken since your father's funeral 3 months ago?
Correct.
There was a break-in at her house yesterday. Neighbours don't seem to know where she is.
Yesterday?
Yeah.
Yesterday. Yesterday would have been her cleaning day if you talked to the cleaner.
What cleaner?
Yeah, all sorted.
Yeah, it's all done and dusted.
All right now.
Come on, let's get out of here.
Oh, that was quick, Mrs. Mendoza. Feeling better?
I gave a false name because I'm worried about going back. I'm sure the police will try and pin it on me.
Don't be absurd.
They twist things. They look on you as a respectable woman, previous good character, family solicitors.
Well, you're of good character. Your references were impeccable. Don't tell me they weren't genuine.
I needed the work.
You faked good references.
Well, there was no point in faking bad ones, was there?
Your life is a web of deceit. Why are you so scared of going back? Have you been in trouble with the police before?
The kids were young. I stole food. I got a record. I know how the police behave to people like me.
They won't charge you with manslaughter for one conviction of petty theft.
I've been done for receiving as well. Troy filled the loft with a van load of Buzz Lightyear toys.
This just gets worse and worse.
Graham Hayward?
Graham.
Mother?
Hello.
Good Lord.
Don't hang up.
No, of course I won't hang up. Where are you?
I'm at a hospital.
Hospital? What's going on? I've just had the police here.
Police already?
They're very keen to find you. Mother? Hello?
Graham? Hello? The line's gone dead.
Battery's flat. I ain't got the charger.
The police have been at his office. What must he be thinking? I'm going to give myself up. Get this mess sorted out.
No, wait. What about Graham? You'll be charged, locked away. Not only will he believe his mother's a killer, but you won't get a proper chance to heal this rift between you.
He'll visit me in prison, I'm sure.
I hope so, I really do. Because it haunts me to this day.
What does?
I had a falling out with my mother. Words were said, family things. We didn't speak for years. And then, with the rift not healed, she died. I'd never taken the time to put things right. It haunts my very soul.
Graham's up in Milton Keynes.
Too far, is it? Too far to make peace with your only child.
How long would it take?
This ain't no technological breakdown. Oh no, this is the road to hell.
Gov, the son's a right basket case, but he's just bailed me as I got back. Mrs. Hayward phoned him, said she was at a hospital, then the line went dead.
Hospital? What's wrong with her?
Well, as I suggested earlier, during the abduction, she got hurt. The kidnappers panic, take her to a hospital.
Hang on. Did she actually tell her son she'd been abducted?
Oh, no, she didn't have time.
Stick to the facts as we know them. I've traced this cleaner you mentioned.
Oh, marvellous. I told you not to take this road. You need it. The B2042 via Goathurst Common, then the M25.
I can pick up the M25 from Sevenoaks when we get through this lot.
Hey, not so nice on the M25 today. Both carriageways closed, junction 6 Sevenoaks to junction 12 Egham.
Bollocks.
More
Mrs.
traffic
Gladys.
news in 15 minutes.
Mrs. Gladwell in?
Who wants to know? At work, probably. She's a cleaner. Professionally. Tends not to bring her work home with her.
Do you know if she cleaned for a Mrs. Hayward yesterday?
Probably. Worked for her for years.
And did you speak to your wife after she'd been at Mrs. Hayward's?
Don't think so. No. She left a message.
Troy, mate, I've got the gear. See you down the Crown. Bring Kate. Bosh. You must, mate.
It's me. I'll be late. Microwave yourself something from the freezer for your tea. The freezer is the big white thing with ice. The microwave is by the kettle.
She knows I'm not the naked chef. These are for personal consumption.
Your wife's message said she'd be late. When did she get back?
Let's see. Coming from the pub. Crashed out. Now that you mention it, wasn't nobody to get me breakfast for me this morning. Tell you the truth, I haven't actually, as such, seen her.
Brilliant. We're in Sussex. How on earth did you manage that?
You're supposed to be navigating.
You never follow directions. We spent 2 hours going sideways.
You drive the flaming car then.
I don't drive. Eric did all that.
Oh, my back's killing me. Why don't we check in that B&B we just passed, have a nap before we go on? I'm wore out.
Don't you think I'd love a lie down as well as you? We haven't any money.
Get the room, worry about that later. I need to find a chemist. At least see if they've got one. It's dangerous for me to drive when I'm tired, Mrs. H.
£25 per person per night.
We don't need it for a night. Just somewhere to rest for an hour or two.
I'm a B&B, not a rest home. Do you want the room or not?
But I think we're better, yes.
Number 6, top of the stairs. Twin-bedded. Bathroom's 1 flight down. If you use the shower, please clean it thoroughly after use. I had 2 Belgian women in last week. Took me 2 hours to unblock the drain. I wouldn't care to describe what I pulled out. What name shall I put in the book?
Mendoza.
If you're a tourist, I don't take curious.
Here. We can clean our teeth now.
How did you pay for those? I'm having nothing to do with it.
Oh, great. A telly.
But she didn't just join a circus. She created her own.
Turn that off. I want a nap.
My favourite's coming up. You are the weakest link. Goodbye.
Last year.
You've got driving to do. Get some rest. Oh no. We've overslept. Mrs. Gladwell? Mrs. Gladwell? Mrs. Gladwell?
I need insulin.
I thought the hospital gave you some.
Only a jab. I couldn't get a prescription. Because I give a false name.
You stupid woman. What shall I do? Phone for an ambulance?
No. We got to get to that chemist.
They'll be shut. I need to spend my entire life now sneaking around after you.
I used the toilet. I left the window open.
No. They obviously closed it. Oh, Mrs. Gladwell, hang on. What does insulin look like? Is it?
No, not tablets. It'll be in the fridge.
Here's some squishy stuff in a tube.
No, it's in the bottle. It's a liquid.
Oh, this it?
No. I need hypodermic.
Oh, here we are.
Well, I'll be all right now.
As for here, what else do we need? My blood pressure tablets. Talcum powder. Makeup. Paper knickers, wonderful.
Now you're getting the idea.
This is all being noted and will be paid for later, don't you worry. £3.50 for a comb, outrageous. Now that is theft. Oh, that's better.
You're an angel, Mrs. H. A real angel. You saved my life.
Drastic situations call for drastic actions.
You may call me Margery, by the way.
How very kind. I'm Gladys.
It is a deadly disease caused by the bacillus anthracis. It can be transmitted to man by close contact. Individuals may be targeted with deadly spores, but as a threat on any scale...
Deadly spores? What is this nonsense? Must we have the television on?
The
Horoscopes are coming up.
Every hour that goes past without our contacting the police, we're in deeper trouble.
We can say we panicked, drove off, got disorientated.
And there's the bill here. How are we going to settle that?
We'll talk about that over breakfast.
Oh.
Look at this egg. She's having a laugh.
Excuse me. Excuse me. I asked for continental. I've only got toast.
That is the continental. Toast and preserve. What are they? Scotch mist?
Well?
No.
Do I hear maybe?
Check with banker's card or cash. I don't accept credit cards. All right, I'm coming.
I intend to pay that bill.
She had it coming, though, eh?
Milton Keynes and don't spare the horses.
Gal, listen, cracked it. The cleaner and her husband have formed. He's done time.
How is that relevant?
Well, the cleaner must have known about Mr. Hayward's estate.
So?
So they want a slice. They abduct her, demand a ransom from the son.
In that case, why has Troy Gladwell just walked up to our front desk?
She hasn't come home for 2 days. Not answering her Moby. Nothing.
Is there any reason why she might have left home? Have you had a row?
No. We're devoted to each other. Something's happened, hasn't it?
We're not entirely sure. It seems Mrs. Hayward and your wife have gone missing, separately or together, for reason or reasons unknown.
That's it, is it? Much as you've worked out. No wonder people think the police are a joke.
Don't you get nippy with us, pal. Not with your record.
I'd like a description of your wife.
Well, well, miracles will never cease. You found the M25. What are you doing? Be gone!
There was a camera over there. We'll be safer on the side roads.
You think so? With your sense of direction, there's a real danger we might die of old age before we get there.
No idea what she was wearing, not sure of her height. You think her hair's brown, but she might have dyed it recently. It's not the best description of a missing person I've ever had.
It's the stress. Losing a loved one is stressful. What's the going rate?
Excuse me?
Compensation. If there's a crime involved, you suffer the loss of close family. Presumably there's a fund that coughs up something.
No, I'm an account customer. Yes. No, yesterday's cleaner was very poor. She left cleaning residues everywhere. Yes. That's right, I'm working from home today. Yes. Last week's was fairly competent. Hungarian student?
Yes, that's her.
What a mess. I told you. A sign for West Horsley, West Byfleet, or even East Clandon might do.
We should need petrol soon.
I'm not surprised. We've driven to every blasted place in England. Except, of course, Milton Keynes.
I'm all right on my own, it's you. Always nagging and moaning. I need a ciggy.
Not in here.
Look, my pension book.
Mr. Gladwell.
Who wants to know?
Bill Nightingale, journalist. You're trying to sell a story about your missing wife to the local paper?
Well, they didn't want to know.
Hmm? Well, I work the tabloids. Run it by me.
Tabloids? What do you need to hear?
Well, crime sells, mystery sells, and sex sells.
How about 2 out of 3? Would struggle to sell it on sex.
£75.50p a week.
I know, I think I get the same.
And the rest, Marge. What about Eric's company pension and what have you?
I prefer it if you didn't call me Marge. I'm not something you spread on sandwiches. And I'm not very happy about you referring to my late husband as Eric, either. You hardly knew him.
Morning.
Not any longer, madam.
All right. Sorry about that.
This isn't your paying office, madam.
No, it's not convenient for me to get to my usual post office today.
Is this a temporary inconvenience?
Sorry?
If the situation is long-term, madam, and you wish to cash future orders here, you need to complete a P8OMA form.
No, I only want to cash the one.
Yes, madam, providing the post office named on your order book has duly stamped the front cover, which it has, and that you have not already cashed 2 orders elsewhere, which you haven't.
So I can cash this one?
No, madam. Not without evidence of identity. This says Gladys Gladwell. I need confirmation that's who you are.
What a rigmarole.
Except for documents such as a bank check card, credit or charge card, bank check card, national saving bank books, full driving license, membership card of trade union or trade association.
I haven't got nothing with me. This lady, she can vouch for who I am.
Not acceptable, madam. Council rent book, personal check book.
Look, that is my money. I work for it, I still do.
Current British passport.
I'd like to see you go down on your hands and knees at my age.
Armed Forces identity card.
Cash it! You jumped up, little twerp.
If you provide me evidence of your identity, madam, I will be happy to cash this for you, provided it is within opening statutory hours.
Right, I've had enough of this. You have my word that she is eligible for her money. Will you please give it to her?
Not without ID, madam.
Then you leave me no alternative.
What are you doing? What's in that?
Shall we just say deadly spores?
Ay, Rabba! Deadly spores!
Yes, deadliest Bacillus sporus. Now give her the money. Deadly spores! £75.50. Just what you're owed.
For God's sake, let's get out of here.
Sack the money, please. Now, stamp her book. Right, nobody move before I use this. I'll use it. Yes, I will. I'll use it.
Must say, you're getting rather good at this, Marge.
We only took what was legally yours.
Sling my bag on the floor.
Good Lord. Photograph of Eric.
That's not Eric.
Yes, it is. And the woman in the dress is... Goodness me, it's you. But when did you two have your photograph taken together? Dearest, darling Gladrag, I love you in this dress and out of it. All my love, Eric.
shit. Please say something. Please.
I simply can't find the words to describe the feelings of complete and utter contempt I have for you.
Eric sometimes found life, the bank and everything a bit dull. He could have a laugh with me, that's all it was.
Less than a week ago, I was in the kitchen having coffee. Shostakovich's Eighth was playing on Radio 3, rather gloomy. I thought, this is it. This is your life now. Eric's gone. Graham's flown the coop. My life's moving into autumn. There are no surprises left. Days later, I've had a break-in, killed a burglar with a vase, gone on the run, robbed a chemist and a post office. Now I find my late husband's been shagging the cleaner.
He always loved you. Said you was a wonderful wife and mother.
Oh, just go to hell!
Hello again. Stairs and skirting today, please.
Yes, of course.
With particular attention to dust that's settled in the crevices.
Crevices? What is crevices?
Gaps. Openings. Hidden places.
Do you want smoking or non-smoking?
Smoke. One of each, please.
As far apart as possible.
Your names, please?
Mrs. Mendoza.
And...
Trollope. She's called Trollope.
There you go. You're smoking. And you're non-smoking. Your room rate's £30 without breakfast. How will you be settling the bill?
She'll pay cash.
I'll set with you later.
Pay her now.
My crevices are sufficient?
Very.
Mrs. Trollope to reception. Mrs. Trollope to reception.
You'll cry and cry and try to sleep, but sleep won't come the whole night through. Your cheating heart will challenge you.
Going, are we?
I think you're going to bed.
You can give yourself up after you've seen Graham. I won't. I got nothing to go back for. I've lost my job, your respect, everything.
It's more important than ever that I see Graham now. I owe him a big apology.
Oh?
Our row at the funeral was about his father. I see now what he meant. He knew about your squalid little affair.
Not for me, he didn't.
How long had this obscenity been going on?
20 years.
20 years?
You was out. Eric was working from home.
I can't imagine anyone enjoying your company for 20 minutes.
We had more in common than you think. We made each other laugh. Married to Troy, you need a laugh. We was an escape for each other. I suffered too, you know. He promised me for years he'd leave you. I cried like a baby when he died. At the funeral, you didn't even shed a tear.
We don't all make public exhibitions of ourselves, displaying grief.
I had no one to share my grief with.
Oh, pull yourself together, woman.
We'll tell on you. Thank you. Thank you.
Graham Hayward is otherwise engaged. Please leave a message after the tone.
Hello, Graham. Graham.
Graham Hayward is otherwise engaged.
Oh, Eric. How could you? Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Milton Keynes, and don't try and engage me in conversation.
Ah, there, see? That's her, the cleaner. These two have had a row back at their house. Mrs. Hayward gets hurt, cut by the vase. Cleaner panics. She's got forms. She doesn't want to get done for assault, so she drives them off. Now, first she tries a hospital, then she breaks into this chemist's for bandages and stuff.
It's 5 months, 25 days, and 16 hours till I retire. May the Lord give me strength to get there. How does this lab report fit in then? Blood found on the premises isn't from either of the missing women.
Look at this.
No, thanks. I read the Telegraph.
It's Troy.
Who?
My bleeding husband.
Police remain tight-lipped about the disappearance of 2 women from a blood-stained house in Kent. Distraught Troy Gladwell made a heartfelt appeal. I just want my Gladys back. I love her more than words can say.
That's a load of bollocks for a start.
They've printed your number plate.
They're looking for 2 women on their own, and he's got trade plates.
I don't like the look of him.
Where you going, love?
Where you going?
Milton Keynes.
That'll do me, actually.
Don't forget your plates.
Big Teddy's my name.
Dolores Mendoza, and this is...
Just shut up and drive.
Nice of you had to pick me up, actually.
Do us a favour, then. Put your plates on my car.
Having nicked your girls, have you? Only joking, actually.
No, I forgot to tax it. They won't stop us with trade plates.
So why are you going to Milton Keynes, then? Never thought much of the place, actually.
None of your business, actually.
Visiting friends, you know.
I therefore appeal to both women to make contact with us.
Yes, please, if you're watching, Glad, just let me know you're all right, my love. Come home, my darling, please.
Mother, let's talk. Call me.
I would also ask members of the public who've seen the women or Mrs. Gladwell's car to come forward.
Yes, I beg the British public to help bring my Gladys back to me.
Thank you. Do you mind? Right. Do you mind, sir? Thank you. What my quotes, pickies. Let's discuss terms. Troy is a broken man, as you can see. All right, Troy.
Heartbroken.
Yeah, my wife kicked me out, actually. I was having a portion on the side. You see, women and me have always clicked. I'm a bit of a babe magnet. I was only doing what most men do, or think about doing, actually. You don't take marriage at all?
We're offering you a lift, not the story of our lives.
Oh, fair enough. No offence. I expect your husbands are probably a bit past putting it about these days.
Very changeable weather we're having, Terry.
Only natural sex, though, isn't it? I mean, rabbits have it away all the time, eh? Dirty little buggers.
I'll have to stop for me injection soon. I'm a diabetic, Terry.
What's this? Never know when you might get caught short, eh, girls?
I've killed before, you know. He could easily be next.
Who's dropped one?
OK, listen up. Big breakthrough. Traffic cameras picked up our women in a lay-by near Toddington. They are being held by a known criminal, Terence Brian Mason. Some of you may remember him. He was found on camera putting stolen trade plates on the Fiesta. Now, more alarmingly, these two women may now be being forced to take drugs. See that? Drugs. Mason obviously broke in and abducted them. The bloodstains will be his. Now, these women are in serious danger.
At last. Graham will be at his office. Head for the centre.
Oh, goody. Give me a chance to do some shopping.
Shoplifting, more like.
No, I'll give it a rest.
For my actually.
Where's Mrs. Gladwell?
No.
Dolores Mendoza. Where is she?
Ta-da!
Graham's gone to a police press conference. We're on the television. Oh, that must be your husband. What's his name?
Troy. He's called Troy.
I see now why you went for Eric. Graham won't be home for a while.
Then we still need cover. Yeah, Terry, I want you. Come on, Marge.
Opera threesome, are we?
A házat ki kell takarítani. The house has to be cleaned.
A házat ki kell takarítani. Graham Hayward.
Well, we haven't the full picture yet. It appears your mother and her cleaner are with a known criminal. They may be implicated in crimes and could be involved with drugs.
What?
You must inform us as a matter of urgency if she makes any contact.
Ó, Istenem! Ödél.
That's his car.
Még mindig koszos,
Ooh.
dörzsöld, erős.
Nice wheels.
It's still dirty. Rub harder.
Yao Estate. Good evening.
Oh, for goodness sake, I asked for a specific cleaner.
Graham, it's me.
Good God.
It's been an absolute nightmare, especially the paper knickers.
The police say you're involved with criminals, drugs and things.
Certainly not. Unless the boy I killed was on drugs.
You killed someone?
A bit for these biscuits.
Middle class. Homemade.
I prefer proper ones, actually.
Me too.
Anyway, alone at last, eh, dog? The wig suits you, babe, big time. Clocked you, giving me the eye.
Keep your dirty paws off. I'm not that sort of a girl.
The whole thing's been a chapter of disasters. We've no money. We've survived on our wits.
I can help you there.
Thank you, Grim.
Why on earth don't you just face the police and explain things?
Oh, I intend to. The thing is, I needed to see you first. A matter of, some delicacy.
Mother! What? Dripping everywhere.
Oh, sorry. Sorry, Graham. Look, I need to talk to you about the row we had at the funeral when you dropped hints about your father. I know now about his affair.
Ah,
You knew about Mrs. Gladwell.
yes.
How long have you known?
Not that long, really.
Why on earth didn't you tell me?
It was during O-levels.
O-levels? But that was years ago.
I came home early. Clothes were scattered up the stairs. Your bedroom door was ajar. There's a whiff of pledge polish and Jay's fluid. I've never forgotten that. Sound of heavy panting. Glimpses of naked flesh. An arm in a pink marigold glove.
Oh, you poor boy.
It's my first encounter with people having actual...
Humpty Dumpty. I blame her entirely. Eric would have been a complete innocent in her hands.
It takes two to tango, Mum.
She has the morals of the gutter.
He wanted it too.
No, she seduced him.
You're still blind to what he was.
I can forgive him one lapse.
For God's sake. That wasn't his only grubby secret.
You're a tease, you are.
You misread things, Terry.
And your friend don't allow smoking.
It's my car.
She'll only start moaning again.
Oh, all right. Oh. Can't even smoke in my own car now.
Boat?
Up in Fleetwood. He bought it last year without telling anyone.
Why would Eric buy a boat?
You tell me. I'm just happy to be free of responsibility for his deceit.
There you go again. How do you know he was being deceitful?
Well, come on. Why keep it from you?
Our Ruby wedding was coming up. Perhaps he planned to take me on a round-the-world cruise.
Or if not you, someone else.
Did the agency send you?
Hello, Graham. Mrs. H, I need a word.
And I need a word with you, outside. Bye, dear. We must talk further. I'll call soon.
Not content with bonking him in your marigolds, I suppose you planned to sail off into the sunset, did you?
What?
I suppose the idea was to laugh yourself silly on the seven seas.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Eric's secret love boat.
Secret boat? Don't tell me he was actually planning to leave here after all.
We don't know what he was planning, and we never will now.
Where is this boat?
Oh, no. If you think I'm driving all the way with you up to Fleetwood... Where's your car?
You may well ask. That fat toe-Rex suggests I pop out the car for a ciggy because of you and your no smoking. Next thing he's in my seat driving off like the clappers. No car.
Joerstedt, Nina. I give you a hand.
I'm liking very much to use your Mr. Muscle, Mr. Hayward.
Hold on. Where's my car?
I hope you haven't damaged it, starting it like that.
It's called hot wiring, Mrs. H. My grandson showed me how to do it.
Is there no end to the criminality in your family?
Boy, Jack, take a look at this.
Mrs. H, wig.
No station at Fleetwood. We change at Preston for Blackpool North.
703 Glasgow Bar Preston service is now running 59 minutes late. We apologise for any inconvenience. We apologise once again for the late run.
Goodness for that.
Time's up. Oh, so.
Yes, it's mine. I hope they haven't made a mess inside.
Morning, Mr. Hayward. Detective Inspector Woolley. I gather you reported your car stolen last night. I'm hoping you'll be able to assist us with our inquiries.
This is your on-board customer service representative speaking.
They used to be called ticket inspectors.
I apologise for this further delay. I'm informed there are signalling problems ahead of us.
Don't believe it.
We also apologise for the lack of buffet facilities on this train. This is due to a staff rota malfunction.
And I didn't think anything could possibly make me miss your driving.
puzzled by the way it's been tidily parked, not trashed in any way. As if it's been borrowed rather than stolen.
What are you implying?
Are you sure you had no contact with your mother or Mrs. Gladwell yesterday?
None whatsoever.
You strike me as a man to whom lying doesn't come easy. Come on, did you see your mother last night? Did you lend her your car? I can have forensics go over it, you know. Have it dusted for prints.
Dusted? You put dust on my car?
That's right. They'll find their prints if they've used it.
All right, yes, I did. But I swear I had nothing to do with her taking the car.
Where is she now?
I've no idea. And she didn't deliberately kill that guy, you know.
I'm sorry? Are you saying she's killed someone?
Some drug addict. I assumed you lot already knew about that.
We apologise for the late arrival of this delayed service into Preston.
Heaven knows when our connection is.
Customers are advised that services to Bolton Le Fylde and Blackpool North are currently experiencing delays. We apologise for any inconvenience this may cause.
Which is worse, going to prison or carrying on with this pantomime?
It could be turning nasty. She's told her son she's killed someone. Make urgent checks on deaths in suspicious circumstances, unidentified corpses, missing persons, etc.
Oh, you are in trouble. Big time. Big boy. We've got you on camera with them. We found their car torched within spitting distance of your flat. I nicked their car, that's all.
No, pal. That is not all. You abducted these ladies. You forced them into a sordid life of drug-taking and theft. Then you carelessly disposed of them.
No! You're in trouble, Terry. I'd start singing if I were you.
I'm leaning on the lamppost at the corner of the street in case a certain little lady comes by.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, me. Oh, my. I hope the little lady comes by. I don't know if she'll get away. She doesn't always get away. But anyhow, I know that she'll try. Oh, me. Oh, my. I hope the little lady comes by. The lady on the lamppost at the corner of the street in case a little lady comes by.
Ticket computer shows 2 singles to Blackpool North. Bloke remembers a woman with a wig and sunglasses. 7:03 left late. Have Blackpool police meet all connecting trains.
Those George Formby's were right. This station's better for Fleetwood.
Ah.
So, she killed someone, eh? I told you from the start there was something dodgy about her. We got a body yet?
No, and we've lost them.
Eh?
But we're pretty certain they were on that train going to the Blackpool area.
But why that?
God knows. Possibly her son does too.
OK, go.
It's called done banking.
Typical Eric. Quite funny, really.
Hilarious. This is it. Impounded due to non-payment of mooring fees.
Shame. Fine vessel. 41-footer. 120 brake horsepower marine diesel engine. Carvel planked wooden hull. Can free run up to 9 knots.
Fascinating.
Belonged to a dear friend of mine.
Really?
Eric and I grew up together in Rochdale. From school days we dreamed of sailing the seas in search of adventure. Of course we never did. Eric went into a building society. I worked for the revenue. We lost touch. He traced me on the internet.
Oh.
Pack your kit bag, shipmate. I've got us a boat.
To help him crew it?
Yeah. He made her seaworthy, all the latest navigation aids. Named her Done Banking. He always had a sense of humour, did Eric?
Must have cost a lot of money.
Well, he made a packet on the side. When the building society demutualised, secretly salted it away offshore.
Your mother and Mrs. Gladwell took a train to Blackpool. Why?
I've no idea.
You've already told us that your mother admitted to killing an intruder.
She said it was in self-defence.
You know where she's gone, don't you? You lent her that car to help her on the way, didn't you?
No.
It's an offence to assist anyone wanted by the police!
I didn't assist her.
You've been helping her! Giving her money, shelter. Did she stay here last night, did she?
No! Mr. Hayward and I were the only persons who were staying here last night.
Who's this, Olga from the Volga?
Her name is Nina, and she's Hungarian.
Why don't you want us to find your mother? Shall I tell you why? Because you were involved in the murder as well, weren't you? That's it, isn't it? No!
She'll have gone to Fleetwood. Dad had a boat up there.
Deplorable interviewing technique. You do sometimes have your uses.
Right. Fleetwood. Let's blues it and twos it up there, Gov.
I'll need some info on the boat. And then you can get on with your cleaning.
You're going to the Caribbean? What about his wife? I mean, was he married?
Yeah. To rather a dull stick by the sound of it.
Did he intend taking her too?
God, no. Between you, me and the yardarm, he had another one on the go as well.
Oh. He told you about her, did he? She was to be the one to be invited, was she?
No, she was just his floozy. Bit of a common piece by all accounts. Arthur, he says, let's shape up, ship out. We'll go where Hemingway went, Havana, Cuba, Kingston, Jamaica, drink dark rum, make eyes at dusky maidens. We'll give the roaring 40s a run for their money. Sadly, he dropped dead the day before we were due to sail.
Dull stick. That's all I get. 40 years of devotion.
It's better than a common floozy. Bastard. Fancies itself, don't he?
This is one case where a rat seemed intent on joining a ship. All these years. Lies. Deceit.
Shall we have a tot?
No. Let's have the whole damn bottle.
Afternoon.
Hello. The net's closing fast.
What? We can stay hidden on here.
Surrounded by his treachery? No, thanks. I'd like to enjoy my last hours of freedom. Oh, sorry, Eric.
Troy Gradwell is anxious for news. Is it possible to talk to D.I. Woolley?
No, sir, he's on his way to Fleetwood.
Is he? Oh, well, thanks very much.
Well, well, Scott Wilkins, what can we do for you?
Well, I don't know what you lot are going to do. I'm going to murder him.
41-footer. Carvel planked wooden hull. Free runs up to 9 knots.
Right, so you saw 2 women here then with wigs and sunglasses?
Yeah. Seemed a friendly pair.
Right, thanks. Developments come?
Could be, could be.
Did he ever bring you here on one of your chuckle-filled dirty weekends?
He did, actually. Some banking conference he was on.
We spent our honeymoon in Blackpool.
Oh, I'm sorry. I wouldn't have come if I'd known. He seduced me, you know, not the other way round.
All these years, I must have been out of my mind.
Come on. Last one on the piers at Izzy.
I'm leaving on the lamppost at the corner of the street in case a certain little lady comes by. Oh me, oh my, in case a certain little lady comes by. Oh, she's wonderful, she's marvelous, she's fabulous, she's beautiful, and anyone can understand why. Leaning on the lamppost at the corner of the street in case a certain little lady comes by. She doesn't always get away, she cannot always get away, but anyway, I know that she'll try. Oh me, oh my, I hope that little lady comes by. Wonderful, she's marvelous, she's fabulous, she's beautiful, and anyone can understand why. I'm leaning on the lamppost at the corner of the street in case a certain little lady comes by. I'm leaning on the lamppost at the corner of the street in case a certain little lady comes by.
Build them in Margate when we was kids. Good old days.
It won't last.
Sandcastles aren't meant to last.
I won't forgive you, you know.
Oh, not again. I said sorry and I am. I can't change the past.
Why on earth did you keep that grubby little photograph? If you cleared out your handbag once in a while, you'd have got rid of it.
Well, I didn't. At least it's out in the open.
Exactly. I'm not stupid. I sensed his betrayal years ago. I'd no idea it was you, and I didn't want to know. I built walls, kept on loving him because, call me old-fashioned, I'd once taken vows. Now some cheap tart of a cleaner has made me face the fact I've wasted 40 years of devotion on a complete and utter shit! Have you any idea how that feels? My entire life exposed as a lie. How would you like it if I smashed your walls down, eh? Let's see how you'd like it.
Oh, don't be childish. No, stop it. Come on. Now, stop it, will you? Stop it. Now,
get off! Oh!
You self-indulgent cow. You got a nerve laying it all at my door. Your Graham told you what he was like months ago. What about the boat and secret bank accounts? It's not my fault. He wasn't only going to dump you. He was going to dump me as well.
You're right. You're right. It's my fault. All those years. Could I have been so pathetic? I never shed tears for him. Never properly grieved. I should have done. Because when he died, my sad, pretend little life died with him.
I know. It might not seem much right now, but you still got me, Mrs. H.
The great comfort, that is. You've turned me into as big a criminal as you are.
We haven't done nothing bad. We ain't done nothing to be ashamed of. I've loved being with you these last few days.
Really?
I don't know about you, but I've enjoyed myself. We ain't done half bad for a couple of old girls, have we?
I suppose not.
You don't want to regret the past. You should look forward to the future.
The only future we can look forward to is prison.
Well, that won't be so bad. Hold your hands up for manslaughter. You'll only get a 6. Good behaviour. You'll be out in 3. I'll probably cop for a 3, out in 1.5.
Trust you to have worked that out.
They'll probably put us in the same nick. Adjacent cells. I could pop in and clean for you.
Oh, Mrs. Gladwell.
Gladys! Oh, Marge. Marge.
Margery Hayward. Gladys Gladwell.
Bollocks.
You admit to a killing, but we could be looking at murder. We're looking at breaking and entering, theft of petrol, non-payment of bills. We are definitely looking at robbery with menaces for that little stunt at the post office. Oh, yeah. We're onto that.
You're in trouble, ladies. Big time.
My sergeant sees conspiracy in everything. Years in this job make me a strong believer in the cock-up. I was puzzled by that rug in your hall. I had it examined. It was made of 20% wool, 75% acrylic, and 5% indeterminate fibres, with a lurid design that didn't fit with the rest of your house. It was reported stolen the day you went missing. Crucial piece of the jigsaw. The development this afternoon is even more significant. A young offender arrested for burglary, prompted by his mother. He asked for several other offences to be taken into consideration, including a break-in, in which he had a Waterford crystal glass vase smashed over his head.
What?
Before you returned with the rug, he regained consciousness and fled. Theft is the dishonest appropriation of property with the intention of keeping it permanently. This meticulous list looks to me like you intend to repay everyone.
I certainly do.
I'll return you to Kent in the morning. If I bail you, can you afford to stay somewhere?
Oh, yes, my son gave me some money.
Oh, good-o! Well, you've no idea how happy all this makes me feel. I'm in the wrong job.
First intelligent thing I've ever heard him say.
I'm leaning on a lamppost at the corner of the street in case a certain little lady comes by. Oh, me.
All for nothing.
Oh,
Bleeding laugh, eh?
I don't feel like laughing. Dull stick that I am. There's bound to be petty charges. Legal rigmarole, newspapers, neighbours. It's a ghastly prospect.
My dear old mum's 94. Hearing all this probably kill her.
I thought you said she was dead. You had a row that still haunts you.
Ah. Whoops.
Whoopee.
Six and finding, ladies. Bill Nightingale, journalist. Now, I could broker a considerable amount for your story. Well, think about it, ladies. You're I bought exclusive right to pickies, and I'd like a nice little pose with you and the ladies when they get it. All right.
I'd hope Mrs. Hayward had more integrity than to take tabloid cash.
We cut an amicable deal.
Well, how much are they getting?
Oh, very reasonable. Just after a few quid. Oh, you won't believe this. And a pair of bolt cutters. All right, use as much as you can. Right.
Treacherous bitches. Okay, let's get on to the Coast Guard, the Navy, someone.
I think enough taxpayers' money's gone on this already, don't you?
But how did they get it away? They won't have a clue about boats, will they?
No, but I bet they know a man who does.
No wonder every girl I dance with stuck to me tight.
Every day, wherever I stray, the kids all round they flock.
Took me photograph. It cost 1 and 3. I said when it was done, is that supposed to be me?
They properly mucked it up. The only thing I can see is my little stick of Blackpool rock.
Stick of Blackpool rock. It's getting smaller. Me little stick of Blackpool rock. Here's to you, Eric. Yeah. Bottoms up, Mrs. H.